Christmas Eve, everyone. I am going to be doing a whip and chat on my gnome. This is what he looks like right now. I hope everyone is doing well. So I've decided a new thing. I'm doing a theme for each month of the diamond painting. And that's for next year. So January is going to be a fairy, February hearts, March Irish theme, April Easter theme or pastel colors, May Diamond Art Club, June animals, July summer, like beach or sea life themed, August special shaped, September Disney, October Halloween, November gnomes, and December Christmas. So yeah. So today I'm doing a reading, a couple readings. I'm doing Towards the Night Before Christmas and A Christmas Carol. Well, I'm going to try to do A Christmas Carol. Okay, so 'twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung and the stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were all nestled and snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn across such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore the open, the shutters flew up sash. The moon on the abreast of the new fallen snow gave a lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear by a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so silly and quick. I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick's, more rapid than eagles his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, oh, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all, as leaves that before the wild hurricane fly. when they meet with an obstacle mounted to the sky. So at the housetop, the coursers they flew, with all the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too, and then the twinkling I heard on the roof. Okay. So up to the housetop, and the choristers flew, and the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in the twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of their little hoof as I drew in my head, and I was turning around down the chimney. St. Nicholas came with a bond. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and the clothes were all tarnished from the ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples and how merry. His cheeks were like roses, like his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. Okay. And the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself, a wink of an eye and a twist of his head. Soon he gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, and then turned with a jerk, and laying with his finger on the side of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney, he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team, gave a whistle, and away they all flew down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, unto all a good night." So there you guys have it. That was "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." This is going to be A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. On a cold Christmas Eve in London, 7 years after his death of Ebenezer Scrooge, business partner Jacob Marley Scrooge, An aging miser dislikes Christmas and refuses a dinner invitation from his nephew Fred, the son of Fan. Scrooge's dead sister, he turns away two men to seek donation from him to provide food and heating for the poor, and grudgingly allows his overworked with pay earning underpaid clerk Bob Cratchit Christmas Day off with pay to conform to the social custom. That night, Scrooge visited at home by Marley's ghost, who wanders the earth entwined by heavy chains and the money boxes forged during a lifetime of greed and selfishness. Marley tells Scrooge that he has a single chance to avoid the same fate. He will be visited by three spirits and must listen or be cursed to carry much heavier chains of his own. I cannot wait to watch the movie tonight. I'm so excited. I look forward to that every year because we're watching it tonight and we're having our meat pie and it's going to be so much fun. Like, this is like what I really look forward at Christmas time, is doing that tradition with my family. Like with me and my mom and my grandma. So anyways, the first spirit, the ghost of Christmas past, takes Scrooge to the Christmas scenes of Scrooge boyhood remaining of him in time when he was more innocent. The scenes revealed Scrooge's lonely childhood at the boarding school, his relationship with his beloved sister Fan, and a Christmas party hosted by his first employer, Mr. Theswing, who treated him like a son. Scrooge's neglected fiancée Belle is shown ending their relationship, and that she realizes that he'll never love her as much as he loves money. Finally visited a now married Belle with her large family on Christmas Eve, and that Marley died. Scrooge is upset by hearing Belle's description of the man that he has become, demands that the ghost remove him from the house. The second spirit, the ghost of Christmas present, which is personally my favorite Christmas ghost in the movie and just in general. I don't know why. I just really like this ghost. The ghost of Christmas present takes Scrooge to a joyous market with people buying markings of Christmas dinner. The ghost takes Scrooge to Bob Cratchit's family feast and introduces his youngest son, Tiny Tim, a happy boy who is seriously ill. The spirit informs Scrooge that Tiny Tim will die unless the curse of events change. Afterwards, the spirit and Scrooge travel to the celebrations of Christmas in a miner's cottage in a lighthouse on a ship at sea. The Scrooge and the ghost visit Fred's Christmas party. Before disappearing, the spirit shows Scrooge two hideous children named ignorance and want. He tells Scrooge to beware of them and then mocks Scrooge's concern of their welfare. The best Christmas story, Christmas version of A Christmas Carol I find is the one with George C. Scott, the 1940 something, like back in the olden days. That's like honestly one of the best Christmas stories that you can ever watch, in my opinion. It's a really good movie. You should check it out. And that's the one that we're going to be watching tonight. Okay. The third spirit, the ghost of Christmas yet to come, shows Scrooge a Christmas day in the future. The silent ghost reveals the scenes involving the death of a disliked man whose funeral was attended by the local businessmen only on condition that lunch is provided. His chairman Longinus and the local undertaker steals his possessions to sell offense. When he asks the spirit to show a single person who feels emotion over his death, he is only given to pleasure a poor couple who rejoice his death and gives them more time to put their finances in order. When Scrooge asks to see the tendencies connected with any death, then the ghost shows him to Bob Cratchit and his family of the death of Tiny Tim. The ghost then allows Scrooge to see a neglected grave with a tombstone bearing his name, sobbing Scrooge to change his ways. Scrooge awakens on Christmas morn, and a changed man, he makes a large donation to the charity he rejected that previous day. Anonymously sends a large turkey to the Cratchit home for Christmas dinner and spends the afternoon with Fred's family. The following day, he gives Cratchit an increase in pay and begins to become a father figure to Tiny Tim. From then on, Scrooge treats everyone with kindness, generosity, and compassion, and embodying of the Christmas spirit. So I hope you guys like that story. I know I do. It's one of my favorite Christmas stories that I like to share personally. And I think I'm going to make it as a tradition where, like, even though I said it last year, this story, but I'm going to make it a tradition on my channel to try and do it on Christmas Eve as a tradition while I'm diamond painting. So again, I hope everyone has a great Christmas and a happy New Year from my family to yours. And make sure you stay safe and just be careful out there. Just gonna finish a little bit more here. Alrighty guys, bye for now. Merry Christmas.